Survival is all about adapting to your environment and making the most of the resources around you. If you're near a body of water, fishing becomes one of the most reliable ways to secure food. But what if you don't have a fishing rod? Enter handline fishing, a simple, efficient, and compact method that requires minimal gear. Today, we're going to explore everything you need to know about handline fishing. I'll guide you step by step through setting up a handline, finding bait, and catching fish in a survival situation. Whether you're stranded in the wild, on a camping trip, or just building your survival skills, this is a technique you'll want in your toolbox. So let's get started with the basics and turn you into a handline fishing pro. Handline fishing is the simplest form of fishing, using only a line, hook, and bait, no rods, reels, or fancy equipment required. It's compact enough to fit in a small survival kit, or even your pocket. The real beauty of handline fishing lies in its adaptability. You don't need specialized gear. You can improvise with items you already have. Paracord, shoelaces, or even strips of fabric can serve as your line. Hooks can be fashioned from paper clips, safety pins, or cardboard. In a survival scenario, this versatility can mean the difference between going hungry and catching your next meal. Before you get started, here's what you'll need. Ideally, a strong fishing line. If you don't have one, paracord or dental floss works in a pinch. Store-bought hooks are best, but if you're improvising, bend a safety pin or use a thorn. Sinkers are ideal, but small rocks or washers tied to your line can work. We'll talk more about finding bait in the wild shortly. If you're prepping ahead of time, consider creating a small handline kit. Pack some line, hooks, and split-shot weights into a tin or waterproof bag and add it to your survival gear. Once you have your materials, it's time to assemble your handline. Start by tying your hook to the end of the line. A strong knot like a clinch or Palomar knot is essential to keep the hook secure. About 6 to 12 inches above the hook, attach a weight. This helps your bait sink to the level where fish are more likely to bite. If you're fishing in deep or moving water, consider adding additional weight or extending your line length to match the environment. Bait is your next priority. In the wild, nature provides plenty of options. Flip over rocks or dig in moist soil to find worms, beetles, or grubs. If you've already caught one fish, use small pieces of its flesh as bait. In some areas, berries or small fruits can attract fish. Pro tip: keep the bait small and secure it firmly on the hook. You don't want it falling off when you cast or when a fish takes a nibble. To cast, hold the line loosely in one hand and swing it over your shoulder. With a flick of your wrist, release the line into the water. It doesn't have to go far. Many fish are found near the shoreline or underwater structures like rocks, logs, or reeds. Once the line is in the water, keep a firm but gentle grip. The tension in the line will let you feel when a fish bites. At the first sign of movement, pull firmly but steadily to set the hook. Then, retrieve the line hand over hand, taking care not to let it tangle or snap. Fish are most active during the early morning and late evening. Look for shaded spots, areas with underwater vegetation, or places where the water surface is disturbed. These often indicate fish activity. Don't wait until a survival situation to try handline fishing. Practice on your next camping trip to build confidence. Handline fishing is an essential survival skill that anyone can learn. Start by gathering your materials, find natural bait, and set up your line with a hook and weight. Focus on timing and location for the best results, and practice before you need this skill in an emergency. With these techniques, you'll have a reliable way to catch food in the wild. Now it's time to put this knowledge into action. Prepare a simple handline fishing kit and keep it in your survival gear. Practice these techniques on your next outdoor adventure and share your experiences in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more survival tips, hit the like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Remember, the more prepared you are, the better your chances of thriving in any situation. Stay safe, stay resourceful, and happy fishing.